Big hand for Scott Walker. Scott, one of the original Lone Rangers. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming out. Boy, this looks like a great crowd. Chris, thank you for kicking this off and for your leadership, and Orb and everybody else who's been a part of this. We really appreciate that. Now think about this. 7.5 years ago. You remember what happened? 7.5 years ago, an amazing thing happened. It started clear up on the other side of the county at the Brown Deer Senior Center with a group of veterans and senior citizens who said, we want our government back. And it went from the north end to the south end, from one side of the county to the other. It included young and old, white and black, Latino, city, suburb, you name it. There were people from all across this county at places like Serve Hall, at Texas Victory Hall, at the Brown Deer Senior Center, and other places out there, and people said they wanted their government back. Now today, some of the same people who said at that time they wanted to defend the status quo, they didn't want to hear from you. They wanted you to stay silent. But instead you spoke out and you took your government back. We have a unique opportunity to do that again here today. We're not going to do it by yelling. We're not going to do it by shouting. We're going to do it by acting. We're going to do it by acting. We're going to tell the County Board of Supervisors enough is enough. We took our government back once and we're going to do it again with the 2010 budget. We're going to call our members of the county board, we're going to email them, we're going to fax them, we're going to show up at meetings, we're going to show up at listening sessions, we're going to show up in their offices and tell them, as taxpayers, enough is enough. Now, in 2002, a lot of people in the media sometimes got confused. They thought it was just about the pension. Certainly the pension was pretty bad, as we all learned, but it was really the pension that blew the top off the boiling kettle. You see, for years, I think a lot of you, like me, were fed up with property taxes that were going up and up and up, and spending that kept going up and up and up, and accountability that seemed to be gone and gone and gone. And what we demanded was not just to fix the pension and to make sure that something like that never happened again. It was to make sure we as taxpayers could afford to live and to work in the county we love. That's what we fought for back in 2002. That's what we fight for in this budget. You see, we have a unique opportunity here today. I want to spend just a few minutes talking about that. In this 2010 budget I presented on September 24th, we presented for the 8th straight time because I made a commitment to you, not to other politicians, not to the media, but to you, the taxpayers here in Milwaukee County, that we were not going to raise the property tax levy from the previous year. And for the 8th straight time, the 2010 budget keeps that promise. No property tax levy increase. There's no property tax levy increase. There's no sales tax increase. There's no creation of a wheel tax to fund more spending here. This is a tax-free budget. And how did we do it? Well, we did it the old-fashioned way. If you take out our accelerated building program, which I'm going to talk about in a second, the overall spending authority for the 2010 budget for Milwaukee County goes down. It goes down 0.6%, but it goes down. And if you add to that the accelerated building program that we did that takes capital and building projects we were already planning on doing in 2010, in 2011, and 2012. We take advantage of new low-interest bonds that are available in the market right now, and we do it all at once. And the reason we do that is it saves us as taxpayers up to $3 million over the issue of the life period of those bonds. And if the county board goes forward with approving that and approves it the way that we've asked for in this budget, by 2012, when that capital period is done, our debt, our outstanding debt, will be down 28% from where it was in 2002. Think about that. No tax increase, reducing overall spending authority, reducing our debt 28% by 2012. That's a pretty good budget. That's a budget to build a future on. Now, we not only cut taxes in this and held the line on taxes and made sure that we didn't add to the sales tax or the wheels tax, we also did things to maintain a quality of life that we expect here in Milwaukee County. Because it's not just about holding the line on taxes. When you look at this budget, we make a significant commitment to uphold public safety. So I stood a few weeks ago with Sheriff David Clark to talk about the enhancements we put for the Sheriff's Department in this budget. That's why we maintain things like the Witness Protection Program in the District Attorney's Office and add funding to make sure our court system is adequately funded here in Milwaukee County. We maintain an EMS system so that no matter where you live, in the city of Milwaukee all the way down to West Milwaukee and anywhere in between, you have, when you call 911, one of the best paramedic systems in the country because of what we fund in this budget. We maintain a good quality of life. In our park system, which in about a week and a half is going to be one of the 4 finalists for the gold medal, the national best park system in the country. A park system we did with a lot of private sector money helping match those private and public sector investments.